Hey guys, today I'm not necessarily filming like a beauty tutorial, but it's kind of going to be like a get ready with me type video, I think. I've watched a couple. I'm still not entirely sure how to do them because I'm not a beauty guru, but I'm about to go out for my day and I just wanted to make a video. Also, because it's my second year celebrating Kwanzaa, today is the second day and it is Huji Chagulia. I feel like I'm saying that right. Yes, so today's about self-determination, and usually what I do when I wake up, now that I'm home for winter break, is I go back to sleep, and I'm tired of doing that. So today I am making myself give you guys content, and yeah, you guys are about to see how I do my minimalist makeup look. My makeup is pretty basic, but it's mainly because I don't know what I'm doing. But here we go. Yesterday was the first day of Kwanzaa, and it was Umoja, which means unity in Swahili, and I actually got to spend the afternoon with my brother, my biological half brother, and we went out to eat. We almost witnessed a shootout. No, I'm playing. But no, there was a fight at the mall and there were cops everywhere. It was really crazy. Shouts out to Fayetteville. But yeah, we went out to eat and we just talked a lot, and I'm actually going to make a separate video on this, but one of the conversations, or the main conversation he and I were having, was the importance of being able to be independent before diving into a relationship. I notice a lot of people in our generation don't like being alone, or they just feel the need to have a boyfriend or a girlfriend or just a significant other in general because other people are doing it. It's kind of becoming a trend now to be all bait up and stuff. You know, it's winter time, people want to have somebody to snuggle with. But I don't necessarily think that just because it's cold outside, that means you need a boyfriend or a girlfriend. In my opinion, yes, relationships are definitely fun. They're interesting. They can be beneficial. But they can also be a distraction. Oh my goodness, no. No. Sorry. I always do this. Mess up and make way too much foundation. I have to blend mine because I have different tones all over my face. So if I don't blend my foundation, I'm either going to look too orange or too dark. Well, there's no such thing as too dark, but it just won't look right on my complexion. At this point in my life, I'm just, well, my mindset towards relationships is what really can a guy do for me that I can't do for myself? Because we're all adults here. I'm 19. Y'all are probably 18, 19 as well, maybe 20. Not to say that this is not the time for relationships, because it could be your time. Let God guide that. But for me, I see relationships as a major distraction. And because of where I am, like college, dudes my age are not focused on the right things when it comes to relationships. Like, they're not trying to get in an actually committed relationship. They want the benefits of a boyfriend. You know, they want to have sex, they want to kiss, they want to cuddle, you know, they want bragging rights of having said baddie or whatever. But for me, a relationship is more than just someone to take a photo op with, you know, or someone to buy me teddy bears and give me food. If I'm getting into a relationship, it's because I see myself with this person long term. And if they don't see themselves with me long term, what are we doing? You know, like, this is how I feel like we as a generation need to be thinking. What are you doing when you get in a relationship? Are you in this for fun, or are you in this for real? Because relationships are not just about fun. Relationships take work and time and effort. And if you're not willing to put in that time and effort, what are you doing? Like, you're wasting your time. And personally, I don't like wasting time. And I don't like wasting other people's time, and I definitely don't like people wasting my time. So don't come to me acting like you're attracted to me and stuff, and then you allow, or I allow myself to catch feelings for you, and then you don't have the same feelings back. I'm gonna be mad at myself more than I'm mad at you, because it was my decision. But still, like, guys, do not get involved with people if y'all aren't on the same page. Don't get involved with people, period, if you don't care about yourself a lot. I know so many girls who get in relationships and they do not love themselves. And they expect their boyfriend to, you know, give them all this love and affection, which is definitely a part of the job. But it doesn't really do anything for them because they are so reliant on them for validation that they forget that all the validation they really need is from themselves and God. You know, I know myself. I'm working on loving myself and appreciating my flaws, because I know that there are just things about me that if I were in a relationship, like right now, I'd be really insecure and it might take a toll on my relationship. I feel like girls don't think about that enough. Like, I think girls need to know how to truly love and appreciate everything about them. Because if your goal is to find a dude who just praises the ground that you walk on, which don't get me wrong, that's amazing. You need to praise the ground that you walk on too. You know, like, I feel like people might crucify me for this, but I want to love me like Kanye loves Kanye. Okay? Nobody can tell him anything about himself, and that's because of his confidence. Now, can it be a little misguided at times? Absolutely. Okay? Absolutely. He's borderline an egomaniac. But then again, to a certain extent, we should all be egomaniacs. Not in a negative way, but we should just love ourselves to the point that if somebody just says something crazy to us, or, you know, tries to tell us how we need to feel about ourselves, we should be like, I'm pretty good by myself. You know, like, I want to be self-sufficient. I want to be able to look at myself in the mirror and be like, wow, you are actually amazing. And it's not, you are amazing more than such and such. It's not about being better than somebody else. It's about being the best you can possibly be. This is the mindset we need to have when we go into relationships, because if you're confident in yourself and your own skin, when you get into a relationship, that means that no matter what the other person says, like if they say that they love you, they find you attractive and beautiful, you can say thank you. But at the same time, it doesn't take away from who you already know you are. Like, they can give you this compliment and you can accept it, but you already know it's a fact. I get compliments sometimes and I'll just be like, thank you, but I don't always believe it. And that's a me issue. Another thing that I think we need to be concerned about when it comes to getting into relationships is, can you take care of yourself on your own without the help of the other person? Now, yeah, everybody at some point in time is going to need help. I'm not saying don't get help. What I'm saying is, are you so reliant on that other person to do things for you that if they walked away, you'd be lost in the sauce? Is that, like, you really have to think about that. If that's you, relationships might not be your thing right now. I would like to be able to be financially stable before I get in a relationship where I'm even considering marriage. I think it's important, especially, and I say this for girls because it's kind of expected of guys to get jobs and, you know, fend for themselves. I think every single girl on the face of this planet needs to know how to take care of themselves without the help of a man. Let's be honest here. People are crazy. And dudes sometimes just wake up one day and they don't want to do what they said they were going to do. And the last thing I want for any girl out there in the world is to be left high and dry by some man who just is thinking about himself and nobody else. I mean, baby girl, y'all need to know how to take care of yourself. You need to. There's nothing wrong with being a housewife. There's nothing wrong with being a mother. Those are wonderful things. Taking care of a house is not easy. Taking care of children by yourself, well, not necessarily by yourself, but taking care of kids all day, every day, that's not easy. I think it's very, very smart for women to know how to bring in income by themselves, because you need to make sure that you got yourself. No one's got you more than God and yourself. Like, know this as a fact, okay? My mother taught me that from a very young age, and it is my goal to just remain independent. If I get married, we will be one. But at the same time, I don't lose myself when I get married. I am still Deanna Elise, okay? He might be one of the main providers for the house, but that doesn't mean that I'm gonna stop. And if he asks me to, he's probably not the one. Because I'm not going to. I refuse. I do not trust relying on others all the time, because people let you down. People will always let you down. The only one who won't let you down is God. And because this is a fact, nothing will keep me from doing what I can to make sure that no matter what the situation is, I will be okay at the end of the day. It also comes down to having faith in God. And I know that everybody is not a Christian, but I am, so I won't stop talking about my faith. I will continue to trust in the Lord and know that He will make a way out of no way. But that doesn't mean sitting on my butt and letting things just happen. People think that when you say let go and let God, that means you don't do anything. No, sir. What that means is you let go of your doubts and you let God handle that for you. You have to work for what you want. And this is another thing that's important to me. Stop allowing people to tell you what you can and can't have. Okay? Stop allowing people to tell you that your dreams are too big. Nothing is too big. Nothing is too great for God. So if you have something that you're passionate about, or you have a goal that you want to achieve, you set your mind to it and you go for it. Remember last year when I made my New Year's resolution that I wanted to move to New York? Where do I live? You guys have to speak what you want into the universe. Like, you have to speak positivity over that. And don't allow people to tell you that you can't. Just know. Like, no. If you want it and you really want it, you will do what you need to do. There's no excuse about it. I don't accept excuses when it comes to getting what I want, you know? Because why? Truly, tell me why. Because there's literally nothing stopping me from getting what I want except for, like, death. Or if God, closes the door, which is something that I ask him continually to do. Continuously. All the time I am praying to the Lord that he opens and closes doors for me, because I want to make sure that no matter what I do in life, I'm glorifying him. That is my main goal. That is my purpose in life, to glorify him. And if it's not pleasing to him, then I'm not doing it. This is something that you guys should practice as well. If you keep God, and I'm speaking to Christians here, or really I'm speaking to anybody. If God has chosen you, then your heart will be open to this word. And I'm not saying that this is how you have to live if you're not a Christian, because I cannot apply my lifestyle. Oh, hold on, my grandmother's calling me. Hello?
Hi, Deanna.
Hey, Mimi.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Listen, my first doctor's appointment went longer than we had expected.
Yes.
And I'm headed to the second doctor's appointment now.
Mm-hmm.
Would you please take Winston out?
I actually just did.
Oh, you did? Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right. If you need anything, just give us a call.
All right, Mimi. I'll see you soon.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Dr. Carter kind of slow sometimes, but we'll get there soon.
Okay.
We'll get there as soon as we can, okay?
Okay, no rush. It's all fine.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. I love my grandmother, y'all. Oh, speaking of which, I know I'm jumping from topic to topic. My father's mother just died on my grandmother's birthday. My mother's birthday, December 22nd. So I'm actually going back to New York this weekend. Yeah. 2016 has been a heck of a... it's been a heck of a year. It's been a heck of a year. Everything that I go through is an experience and a lesson, and I'm grateful for it all because it shows me what I'm actually capable of, and it proves to me that it does not matter what others say to me. It doesn't matter how many people doubt me in my life. I know what I can do, and God knows what I can do, and that's all that matters. Truly, that is all that matters, because who are you to me? Who are you to me? Do you pour my cereal? Do you buy me clothing? Are you my mother? Are you my grandmother? If the answer is no to all of these things, all of these questions I'm asking, why am I paying attention to your opinion? Because if the answer is no to any of those questions, your opinion is pretty irrelevant. You don't, one, know me, two, matter enough to me to actually make a dent in my lifestyle. You just don't have control over me. So why would I allow somebody like that to really affect how I do things on a regular basis? It doesn't make sense to me. Because when you start allowing people who really don't contribute anything to your life, especially in a positive way, when you start letting people like that influence you enough to where you aren't doing certain things in your life because what they've said, dissuaded you from pursuing what you really want to pursue, what are you doing? Y'all need to have faith in yourselves and understand that everybody's not going to like what you do. Everybody's not going to support you. And that's actually okay. Because if everybody supported you, would you really learn anything? I am not the same girl that I was when I started school. And I love that. I truly love that. Because it shows me that I still have room to grow. And something that we should all strive to do as people is to continue to grow. You never stop growing. And I don't mean that physically. Yes, of course, your body stops growing at a certain age. Unfortunately. But mentally and spiritually, you never, ever stop growing. So embrace it. Welcome every experience and interaction that you have as a lesson. And I've just had to remind myself, everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. Because it's true. It really does. And the more you remind yourself of that, the better, in my mind, your life will really be. So I'm pretty much done. I think. I'm gonna put this last little bit of color on my lips. And then I am finished. I'll take some pictures so you guys can really see. Because I feel like this lighting isn't the greatest. I rant. I know I do. But I feel like you guys enjoy it sometimes. And if you don't, comment below and tell me to stop, and I won't. Bye, guys. Say hi. Oh.